YouTube? I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out Tuba-Ruba, the body action game from Milton Bradley. This is for one or more players, ages 8 plus. It'll take you about, I don't know, 3 to 25 minutes to play, depending on which game mode you are playing. And in Tuba-Ruba, you are going to wrap tubes around your body, potentially around you and another person's body, put some scrunchies on your arm, and try to get marbles through a tube. What? What now? Yeah, let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, so we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Tuba-Ruba. So first and foremost, we got our handy dandy rule sheet. It's one really long page. It's double-sided, and really all you're going to need is about this portion right here to learn how to play the game. And then on the back, you're going to have a whole bunch of different gameplay variations, you know, where you can play with a time limit, or you can have 2 people working together. Lots of different stuff there to try out. But let's go over the actual components. So first and foremost, you're going to have this really long tube. So you're going to have one really long, really colorful tube. And the thing's probably, I don't know, it's way taller than me. It's probably about 12 feet long once you stretch it out. It's a very lengthy tube. On one end of the tube, you're going to have this little doober right here. This is where you are going to pop your marble into the hole. Also, you'll notice there's a scrunchie right here, and the scrunchie is to put on your arm like so, because you're going to have one scrunchie on one arm and one scrunchie on the other arm, or your leg, or wherever you want to put it. I mean, that will fit a scrunchie. So on the other side, you're going to have a little spot where the marble is going to come out. So it's going to hopefully go through all the way through the tube and then go into this little thing, and it'll make a very satisfying sound when it finally gets through there. Next, you're going to have this little clamp right here, and this little clamp is going to be used to hold tubes together, because sometimes you'll want to interlock 2 tubes. Actually, let's see if you can get an example of it on there. So like right there, you can interlock tubes together so you can have a big, really multifaceted tube maze going on. Last but not least, you're going to get marbles, but my son ran off with our marbles, so we're going to use this piece of dog food because, you know, the Bowers Game Corner is where professionalism goes to die. So now I'm going to get you around, wrap it around myself, and give you an example of exactly how this is going to work. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple, even though when we played it in class, the kids were getting a little bit crazy, tying stuff onto their feet and all sorts of stuff. So you're going to put it, and you're going to get it all wiggly-woggly, going through the legs, going like this, get it around my head. And you just want to make it very, very complex. So there, I'll do it just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the little piece of dog food in there, and then I'm probably going to go off camera because I'm going to be contorting all around. Pop the dog food in, and now I can hear the dog food going. So now I got to figure out where the dog food is, and I got to move my body accordingly. So let's see. I think it's down here, so I got to like do one of these. Just get it going, and see. So that one slid off my arm, which is where the clip would be nice, because if I had the clip, then it would stay in place. So let's go ahead and pop that clip on right there so it will stay in place. Whoa, you're even going to see how that works. Let's see, where's, okay, it's right here. That is where it is. I don't know, okay, so I'm going to have to actually lay down to do this part. So I'll be right back, and let's see. So I got to get down, and then I got to, so laying it down. Oh, I hear it above my head. All right, coming back, okay. And now I think it's down here in the pink. Yeah, I think I got it down here. Okay, I can see it a little bit, so if I put my hand all the way down there, let's just put my hand. No. Contort it. Get it. Come on. Oh yeah! Looky there. Looky. Who found a cookie? Guess who? Well, it's not really a cookie, but as you can see, dog food in there, and it's got a nice little hole. Pop it out, and oh, I just dropped the dog food. My dog will find it later. But that, in a nutshell, is what you're going to do inside of Tuba-Ruba. Alrighty then, Tuba-Ruba from Milton Bradley. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side. Game's not going to be for everybody, obviously, for a variety of different reasons. The primary reason is this is a game where you are going to wrap tubes around your body, then contort your body to get a marble through those tubes. And that well, that's just not going to be for everybody. So this is definitely a children slash family slash party game. And yes, I did try this at a party. It went over actually really well, especially with people who have been drinking. We actually had a good deal of fun watching some people contort all over the couch and roll around on the floor, trying to get this marvel that they could hear, but they couldn't see out into the little thing. It actually was a lot of fun that way. But continuing on with the cons, there's not much strategy in this game, and it's not... Out of the base box, it's not really much of a game. It's just, hey, see if you can do it, which eventually you should be able to do it. Now, once you start mixing in the variations and adding partners and making it like a time thing, then it actually does become somewhat of a game. And it becomes... well, that's on the con side. So yeah, or the pro side. Continuing on with the cons... You know, the game will get you physically up and moving and a little bit sweaty, especially if you're playing it, you know, for, say, an hour or something, like if you're doing, like, a tournament or something like that. And if you're someone who's not that nimble, who's not that flexible, who doesn't want to get up out of the chair and move around and make yourself look silly, this is not going to be for the game for you. So if you are really out of shape and you don't like getting up and seeing, you know, people seeing that you're out of shape, maybe your shirt coming up on your belly or your bottom or something like that, this one will wait for you. Also, if you're someone who does not like to draw attention to yourself, well then, needless to say, this brightly colored game of flexing and doing all sorts of crazy stuff is also not going to be for you. But, moving on to the pros, I'm speechless. Tuba-Ruba's a great, not a good, this is a great children's game. This is a great family game. And yes, this is a great party game. It checks off 3 boxes on the list. And let me just tell you about my experience. So I brought it into my classroom. I was not sure what to expect. I thought that this game was going to be one of those ones where they were super hyped about it for like 10 minutes. And then they were just like, oh, done. We're done. We did it. It's over. And it wasn't. Like, we played this, and I brought this in 3 times into my classrooms now, and each time it got played for about an hour a piece. The kids were just nuts. There was a line waiting to play this game. They wanted to play it as teams. They wanted to play it as times. They wanted to see who could do it fastest. We started writing down the times. We made it into a round-robin tournament, and the kids got super ticked off because Child A didn't wrap it around his neck 2 times, and you're supposed to wrap it around your neck 2 times. You only wrapped it around his neck 1 time, and he wrapped it around his leg 2 times, or something stupid like that. But they got so into this game, and it was fun to watch. It was enjoyable. Also, physical fitness. This is a game that gets you up. It gets you moving. And you saw me in that middle part. I had to get down. I had to roll around a little bit. I had to move. Actually, you didn't see me because I was under the table because we don't do professionalism here, apparently. But it was fun. This is just a pure, stupidly fun game. Now, moving on to it as a family game. Yes, you have 3, 4 kids. You can play this as a kids game with your kids, and they're going to have fun. But they also could play it by themselves because it's just as simple as, hey, wrap this tube around your body, slam that marble in there, and try to get it out. And if they have like a stopwatch, or if they can tell time, or they have a watch, like my son has a watch, you can do it like that. And it can be a lot of fun. Now, the biggest thing that surprised me was how well this went over as a party game. Because people see it. People are going to be drawn to this game. All right, what's going on over there? And I will say, that's a your mileage may vary kind of thing on the party game. I think this is always going to go over well with children's. I think this is always going to go over well with families. But as a party game, you have to have people who are willing to get silly and to do it. And that is crucial. That is 100% important to the game. Because what I found out was a lot of people will not want to try the game, but they will have a lot of fun watching other people try the game. My wife, case in point, really liked this game, and she liked watching people attempt to play this game. She herself, however, did not have any desire to try this game because she didn't want to draw attention to herself at all, which is completely understandable. So, in the end, Tuba-Ruba, the body action game. There's not much game here, and that's a con. But man, what game is here is fun, and there's different ways to mix it up. Tournament play, time play, 2-player play where you're strapped together, and that is a good deal of fun, and I really did enjoy it. So surprisingly, Tuba-Ruba, if you can find this one, or if you can construct some sort of tubes yourself and find marbles at the dollar store, yeah, go for it. It's fun. It is just a straight up F-U-N fun game. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. What is one of the wonkiest games out there for you? What's a game where you played it, you're like, really? This is a game? Obviously, for me, Tuba-Ruba is going to fit that bill. What other games? Do I have any other ones in my collection where it's just like, this is a game? I'm going to go with Hop. Hop from Passport Game Studio, which is essentially this massively overproduced game where it just boils down to, hey, someone's going to stick their fingers up, and hey, you're going to try and throw this little circle around their finger, and you might have to do it while you're covering your eyes or sneezing or, I don't know, grabbing yourself or something crazy like that. But it's just a dirt simple concept of just throwing this thing and trying to get it around people's fingers. But still, really fun game. But let me know in the comments below, what's a game that you're like, really? Is this a game? And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.